Hey, it's Sam. This is part 2 of the Rubik's Cube tutorial. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, link should be here or over here. And if you have seen the first video, then you've come to see this one to figure out how to solve the rest of your Rubik's Cube. We have one layer done, and we're going to do the next layer today. So, you'll remember from last video that we solved one layer. You have to remember all the patterns. I suggest writing them down or something. Today, we're going to be doing the second layer, which is finding these 4 corner pieces and putting them in the right spot. Once you've completed your up side of your Rubik's Cube and this whole layer, flip it over so it now becomes your down side, and the color opposite, in this case it's blue, becomes your up side. In order to get these 4 pieces in the place where they're supposed to be, you need to look in your top layer and find a piece that doesn't have blue in it, or the color that it's going to be when it's finished. In this case it's blue, so we have to find one that doesn't have blue in it. Once you've found a color that doesn't have blue in it, in this case it's red and white, match up this side with the color that it corresponds with. So white. It should make a straight line across. After this, you need to decide to which side this square has to go, whether it has to be flipped down over here to match, or flipped down over here to match. In this case, it has to go to the right, because when you turn it this way, it'll be white on this side and red on this side to match the red side. These next 2 patterns are opposite to each other. One moves it to the right side, one moves it to the left. The pattern for moving this square to the right side is up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. And now, this square matches both white and red and is away from the top layer. Sometimes you'll find a square that matches up and has to go to the left side. The pattern for moving this orange and yellow square to match orange and yellow is up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. And now that orange square matches up with that yellow square. Do this a couple more times and you should be able to get all 4 squares where they're supposed to be. Sometimes you'll have a square that's already in the right spot, but it's facing the right way. In order to get this square out of there, you have to do the pattern that would normally move a square from up here down here. That way, a square that's not supposed to be there, a blue square, will take the place of this square, and then you can place it in the right spot. Once you've done all those 4 squares, you now successfully have 2 layers that didn't mess up your bottom layer. You have 2 layers of the cube done. All that matters now is getting all of these pieces in the right spot, facing the right way. That ends part 2 of the Rubik's Cube tutorial. Next time we'll be doing the last and final steps to get your Rubik's Cube complete. Yeah, I know my camera sucks. Bear with me. Catch you next time.